Hi, it's Maureen Muldoon, and we are on lesson 128 with A Course in Miracles, the workbook lessons. Thank you for taking this journey with me. Today is a really powerful lesson about relinquishing all ties to the world we think we see and dipping deeper into our most holy state of being. So it's a great lesson. If you've been enjoying these lessons, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. So lesson 128, the world I see holds nothing that I want. The key idea in this lesson, the world I see holds nothing that I want, because it can kind of sound very morbid if we read it and take it at face value. The world I see holds nothing that I want almost sounds like the beginning of a suicide note. And so it's not that. It's the key thing that we want to focus on here is the word want. The world I see holds nothing. That's a complete thought unto itself. That you could put a period after that statement. The world I see holds nothing. It's just an illusion. But more importantly, it holds nothing that I want because I'm a child of God who is so well provided for that the idea of want is an illusion. It's something I can laugh at. It's a teeny mad idea at which I will not forget to laugh. That's ridiculous. When my God is so good, when my God loves me so much, so this is the truth for you. When your God is so good, when your God loves you so much, you don't need to want for anything. And if there is a wanting in your heart, it doesn't mean that it can just be a knowing that maybe a postcard from the future that is a part of who you're being called to be, but not to worry it with agitation, like, oh, I really want this. Like, not to create an alternative altar. Like, if you have a desire, like, I want that guy, that car, those shoes, all whatever, the most optimal thing to do is to say, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. God, you know my heart. And so if this is for me and for the highest good, it will be done. It will be done unto me as I believe. And so I believe in a God who withholds nothing for me that is for my highest and greatest good. And if it's not for my highest and greatest good and it doesn't serve everybody else, then who needs it? Then it's just sort of like it's likely to carry within it a hangover. Everything that's in God's plan serves everyone all the time. Everything that's in the ego's plan serves me temporarily and comes with a bitch smack of a hangover. So I'm not willing to roll like that anymore. I don't think you are either, and that's why we're doing these lessons that bring us to our wholeness. So the lesson says, the world you see holds nothing that you need, to offer you nothing that you can use in any way, nor anything at all that serves to give you joy. Believe this thought, and you are saved from years of misery, from countless disappointments, and from hopes that turn to bitter ashes of despair. No one but must accept this thought as true if he would leave the world behind and soar beyond its petty scope and little ways. So it's basically saying, like, don't get hung up on the world of form. We want to work on our consciousness. Form, the shoes, the car, the guy, form follows consciousness. You ever have the feeling where you're like, oh, like I would love to experience that, but you don't have any like hooks on it, like I really want that or I really need that for my happiness. You're just like, that would be sort of fun. And then like 2 days later, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, this is exactly what I was kind of wishing for, but wishing without conditions. I think that's kind of what I would call joyful expectancy, to be like a little kid at Christmas Eve. Like, when you see somebody enjoying something that you think you would enjoy as well, secretly say to yourself, like, me too. Like, my God withholds nothing from me. So if they're enjoying it, and I think I might enjoy it too, I'm going to rest that in God's plan. And if it is for the highest good of all, I'm going to let God deliver that to me. It's a completely different way of looking at the world. Because the world will say, strive, get all you can all you get, and poison the rest. There's scarcity and there's not enough for anyone, so you better reach in and grab yours now and hurry, because it's going fast and you're going to be left with nothing. And that's an exhausting script that we can fall asleep to. But if we rest in God and we apply these lessons, the world I see holds nothing that I want. It's cool. There's great things here. There's cool people. There's wonderful experiences. But the experience that I'm having right now is the most optimal one. How do I know? Because it's happening right now. And if I can bless this moment right now by not introducing wanting. Wanting, I think, is one of the dirtiest words, one of the most sickest words. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Like, wanting is not a possibility for me as I recognize how much God loves me. So, each thing you value here is but a chain that binds you to the world, and it will serve no other end but this. For everything must serve the purpose that you have given it, until you see a different purpose there. The only purpose worthy of your mind this world contains is that you pass it by without delay, to perceive some hope where there is none. Be you deceived no more. The world you see holds nothing that you want. So it's just an invitation that's saying, like, come deeper. Like, come deeper with me, my child. Like, this is a pretty world, and there seems to be like awesome experiences here. But like, when you tap into that internal connection, like, it's audacious. And then you can be in the world, but not of the world. And I know that there's an ego in our minds that are like, well, that's only for Jesus, or that's only for like special gurus. No, my dear, that's for you. You can move through the world with an unfurrowed brow, with a light-hearted step, as long as you don't take the world seriously. Into this world there crept a teeny mad idea which we forgot to laugh. And that teeny mad idea was, there's not enough. Like, you better get your good. And so that really is based on the idea that God doesn't love us, that we are out here to fend and fight for our own. It's bullshit. But try that for yourself. Number 3, escape today the change you place upon your mind when you perceive salvation here. For what you value, you make part of you as you perceive yourself. All things you seek to make your value greater in your sight limit you further. So what does that mean? Like, if you think that you need more initials after your name, if you think you need to move to a different zip code, if you think you need a better car, if you think you need to do something to add to your value, those things actually limit you. Because you've created an alternative altar, like this thing completes me. This thing makes me holy. This thing makes me worthy. Again, it's more BS. You are already whole and perfect and complete. The rest of it is just icing on the cake. So don't let those things encumber you. Right here, if you really think about it, you have everything that you need for your own happiness. This happiness can expand to the degree that we give thanks for just what is. Like, right here is a holy moment. I remember I used to go to concerts with my friends, and they'd be like, come on, let's get backstage and go hang out with the band. And I used to think, like, why? Like, I don't think you're any cooler than the guy on the stage. Like, I think, like, it would be cool just to hang out with you. Like, I think was born without the idea of special relationships. I just didn't really put any stock in it. But the world certainly does. The world puts a lot of stock in, like, there's something outside of your reach that's going to make you better, or you're not enough. So we kind of want to dismantle that. I don't need any of that today. Like, I have everything that I need. Papa may have, Mama may have, but God bless the child that's got her own. And you today can decide, I got my own. Because I got my own God, and my own God knows who I am and fulfills my desires, my wishes, my needs easily and effortlessly for the highest good of all. So just go ahead and claim that. Why don't you? Goes on to say, hide your worth from you, and adds another bar across the door that leads to true awareness of yourself. So if we start to dismantle all of these things that we think we want, we actually get closer to the awareness of our true self, and that's capital S. Let nothing that relates to body thoughts delay your progress to salvation, nor permit temptation to believe the world holds anything you want to hold you back. Nothing is here to cherish. Nothing here is worth one instant of delay and pain, one moment of uncertainty and doubt. The worthless offer nothing. Certainty of worth cannot be found in worthlessness. This is a really interesting lesson. And, again, it's really just saying that you are whole and perfect and complete. And make haste to your divine. Make haste to your revelation of this truth. And as you accept this truth, Everything else can come and go without conditions, without attachments. Everything can be enjoyed for as long as it's in your awareness, and then it can be let go. That's the beginning of this lesson. It says, like, the best thing we can do is just pass things by. This too shall pass. So today we practice letting go all thoughts of value we have given to the world. We leave it free of purpose we gave its aspects and its phases and its dreams. We hold its purpose within our mind and loose it from all we wished it were. Thus do we lift the chains that bar the door to freedom from the world and go beyond all little values and diminished goals. So it's like we want to have no goal but peace. And the great thing about making peace your goal is it's very attainable. Like, you can have it right now. Right now, I'm breathing in a breath of peace. All is well. I have no needs or want. Right now, I'm breathing in a breath of peace. All is well. There are no needs or want. Right now, I'm breathing in a breath of peace. All is well. There are no needs or want. Right here is all that I could ever need or want. All is well. So if we dip into it a little bit, it helps us to practice so that we can notice when we're off course with it. When we start to get sticky and like, no, but I need him to do this, and I need her to act like that, and I need this to happen. It's exhausting. And the world will support you getting sticky. Like, come here, you're not enough. You need to buy this and do that and do this program. And it's like, let it go. Number 6, pause and be still a little while and see how far you rise above the world when you release your mind from chains and let it seek the level where it finds itself at home. That's what I was just talking about. Where's your home? It's in the present moment. It will be grateful to be free a little while. And did you notice when we just sat in that place and said, I'm breathing in peace, all is well? Did you notice there was an expansive feeling of freedom? It knows where it belongs, but free its wings, and it will fly in sureness and in joy to join its holy purpose. This is the most beautiful lesson, isn't it? Let it rest in its creator, there to be restored to sanity, to freedom, and to love. So turn all your desires, your wishes, your agendas all over to the divine. Let God bring to you what would be optimal. In the Course, it says that our negative thoughts are a block to God's love, and our positive thoughts are a shadow of God's love. Like, as great as we think we could get our own, that God delivers so much more and so much easier. Think about Jesus when he, had those miracles of turning water into wine. Like, he was like, well, if this be for the highest good of all, he was able to, serve multitudes of people. Because he wasn't attached to it. So it says give 10 minutes rest 3 times today. And when your eyes are open afterwards, you will not value anything you see as much as when you looked at it before. Your whole perception on the world will shift by just a little every time you let your mind escape its chains. The world is not where it belongs, and you belong where it would be, and where it goes to rest when you release it from the world. Your guide is sure. Open your mind to him. Be still and rest. Protect your mind throughout the day as well, and when you think you see some value in any aspect or an image of the world, refuse to lay this chain upon your mind, but tell yourself with quiet certainty, this will not tempt me to delay myself. The world I see holds nothing that I want. How could I want anything when I am a blessed child of God, to whom all is given? That's going to piss the ego off a little bit. So enjoy this most delicious and delectable lesson. It is the truth and the whole truth. Thank you for taking the time to practice today. Be sure to take those 10 minutes to be in stillness and ruminate on the idea, the world I see holds nothing that I want. As you practice for me, I will practice for you. Namaste.